So League has been out for about a week, and this is the build I'm working on. It's a max res shaman, and I had to figure out damage, so I went minions. And yeah, we're trucking through. This is actually pretty solid. I'm kind of surprised. So basically, we're using two minion setups. We're doing like a wasp setup for clear, and we use unearth to generate a bunch of extra minions. And then we have a bossing setup with some of those new elite Death Knights. Those are the ones Ghazzy was talking about. I'll link his wiki. So for this build, I want to focus on max res and converting as much physical damage taken into elemental damage to make it even stronger. The reason why we're playing Shaman is because if we go down into their ascendancy, they take less damage, elemental damage, and they convert more fizz into elemental. So let's go over some of the gear. Cloak of Flame gives you 50 now, but I've seen some corrupted ones that give 60, so that's possible. Use Sapphires to convert max block into max LE res, which if you notice has max block corruption on it, and then we pair with the Anvil to go ahead and cap it out. So I tried to corrupt an Anvil to get more max block, but it didn't work out. Sapphires did though. We are actually able to get a lot of spirit because we're not using any charms, and our ascendancy gives us a ton. Then we use like spirit efficiency by using the Bones of Uller and then this notable up top. Since we're using a bunch of uniques, armor and ES is hard to get. So I'm hoping the helmet helps, but we'll have to solve that. Then there will be some upgrades coming, more efficiency, more spirit, better gear, and then we'll kind of see how it plays in maps a bit more. I honestly think the wolves are insane. I get 7 of them, and that's crazy for 60 spirit cost. So I love them, and I'm wondering how many max wolves you can actually get out of that. The rest of the minions are basically utility and a way to build up muster, which is a support jewel that increases the damage of your minions by how many reviving minions you have. So I think that most of the damage comes from the wolves, and then 2 different specters, the wasps and the new elite death knights that came out, and everybody else is just support. So we got the clerics to heal up people, we got storm mage apply shock, we got the one ice mage apply exposure. Anything we can do to kind of help out the main core, that's what we're doing. Think it's like a zoo and you're grabbing whatever you can, everything for the pack, right? So that's kind of the idea. So the mass part is basically like you take 90% less elemental damage, then 10% less of that. Then you take, as you adapt with the ascendancy, it's 60% less on top because of the adaptation. Then I'm hoping if I add Enfeeble on top, I'll take 10% less damage on top of that. That ends with me taking only 4% damage from any elemental hit. With ideally 75% of physical taken as elemental, that means whatever armor I have will only have to apply to 25% of the damage I take from any hit. So I'm hoping it ends up being a really good defensive layer. I guess we'll find out together. So thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more.